Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel in for Bob Stevens today, who is still on vacation but will be back next week. As always, let's get started with a few headlines today. As the bid for the 2024 White House begins to heat up, a Biden-Trump rematch continues to be a real possibility. But the American people might not be too excited about that. According to a News Nation poll released last week, 49% of respondents said it was either somewhat or very likely they would consider voting for a third-party candidate if they were faced with a rematch. Among third-party candidates that would get those votes were Independent Bernie Sanders, Republican Liz Cheney, and Democrat Joe Manchin. But respondents didn't seem overly excited about those choices either, as 43% said they would choose someone else. Some local teens are finding themselves in a spot of trouble. First off, a 16-year-old has been charged with firing shots at the Burger King on Boundary Street in Beaufort. According to the police report, on May 27th, the suspect entered the restaurant, got into an argument with one of the employees, intimidated the employee with a gun, left the building, then turned around and fired 3 shots at the building. Last Friday, the teen was brought in for questioning, where the suspect confessed to the incident. The charges of discharging a firearm at a structure, unlawful carrying of a handgun, and discharging a firearm within city limits will be petitioned to family court. Thankfully, no one was injured during the incident. Also, 2 other Beaufort County teens, Raven Benjamin, 19, of Ladies Island, and 19-year-old Zachary Chandler of Yemassee, were arrested last week on 2 charges of libel and slander. Investigators allege the 2 created an Instagram page impersonating their former Low Country Montessori high school teacher. They used the page to falsely accuse the teacher and a school counselor of serious crimes that would, as the sheriff's office spokesperson said, grossly impact their reputation. The site was taken down after less than 24 hours. Libel and slander is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in prison and a $5,000 fine. Interestingly, the last time someone in the county was arrested for the same charge was 28 years ago, 15 years before Instagram was launched. South Carolina Circuit Court Judge Scott Sprouse handed a bit of a victory to 303 Associates on Friday when he denied an injunction against the hotel and parking garage that 303 wants to build in the historic district of downtown Beaufort. Graham Trask, who brought the lawsuit on behalf of those looking to block the project, said the merits of the case still haven't been decided and that the ruling merely kicks the can down the road, and he plans to appeal. This is the second time in 6 months a judge has refused to overturn the city of Beaufort's approval of the 2 projects. And just in time for the busy season, Bluffton's Historic District sewer project will be closing some lanes of traffic. Starting today, drivers will need to find alternate routes for portions of Thomas Hayward and Bridge Streets from May River Road to Wharf Street. Drivers should use Wharf Street in lieu of Thomas Hayward for through traffic. The project will likely extend through mid-July. Managers of the project are striving for an earlier completion. However, weather and other variables can affect schedules. Town staff and the contractor will be in communication with affected residents to provide them access or alternate transportation for the duration of the project. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. The All-Star softball season kicked off this weekend in Beaufort with the SC Athletic Program's 10 and under district tournament at Burton Wells Park, and we had 2 local All-Star squads in the bracket. The host Beaufort team got off to a great start with a blowout win over Goose Creek on Friday night, but they dropped their next 2 games on Saturday to bow out of the double-elimination tournament, while the Bluffton All-Stars dropped a tough 6-2 game to North Charleston to open and were bounced Saturday with a 14-4 loss to Hanahan, which then proceeded to knock Beaufort out later in the day. The Bluffton 12U softball All-Stars fared better this weekend. After dropping their opener to a powerful Moncks Corner team, the Bluffton squad knocked off Charleston and Hanahan in elimination games to stay alive and advanced to a 6 p.m. contest tonight, needing just 1 more win to reach the championship round. And the Extra Mile Club Tigers kicked off their AAU track and field season this weekend at the Team Blaze Max Speed Invitational at Spring Valley High School, where Whale Branch multi-sport standout Jonathan Kelly racked up 26 points all on his own to give EMC 5th place in the boys 15 to 16 age group. Kelly won the 110-meter hurdles, placed 2nd in the 100 meters, and was 5th in the 200 and the long jump. Kimberly Rogers netted a 4th place finish in the long jump and was 10th in the 100 meters in the girls 9 to 10 division. And Joy Mulligan had an 8th place finish in the girls 13-14 long jump. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. And now we'll take a look at our weather with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see quite a few storms roll through our area this week, but good news is we should be getting a break from all the rain by Friday. Taking a look at Tuesday, however, it's going to be humid and cloudy with possible showers in the late afternoon. Hillnet's going to have a high of 86, a low of 72. Bluffton's going to have a high of 88, a low of 71. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 87 and a low of 71. The sunrise for Tuesday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:30. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 1:10 p.m. and high tide's going to be at 6:34 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Wednesday it's going to be cloudy, and then we're going to see the wind start to pick up in the afternoon, followed by a thunderstorm, and then those thunderstorms are supposed to get heavier as we get into the evening. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Come Thursday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, then we are going to see a thunderstorm in the afternoon, and then scattered showers continuing on into the evening. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s, and then come Friday, it's supposed to be sunny and should be clear through the evening. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. After a quick break, we're going to take a look at the Memorial 5K run for Grady Lambert. Don't go away.